भारती न्यूज, सीधा, सटीक और निष्पक्ष।
Good evening. I am Priyanshi and you are watching Bharti News. Let's have a look at the biggest news of the day. Here is the national news first. In a tragic turn of events following the suicide of Anshika Kesarwani in Uttar Pradesh Prayagraj, her family allegedly retaliated by setting fire to her husband's house. The blaze resulted in the death of her parents-in-laws, as reported by the police on Tuesday. Anshika was found hanging at her in-laws' residence on Monday night, less than a year after her marriage in February. Allegations of dowry harassment and pressure leading to her suicide surfaced immediately after her death, prompting her relatives to take drastic action against her in-laws. 4 Naxalites with combined bounty of Rs 36 lakh were killed in an encounter with police in Maharashtra's Gadchiroli district. The operation followed intelligence indicating their entry from Telangana to carry out subversive activities during the ongoing Model Code of Conduct for the Lok Sabha elections. On Tuesday, the BJP finalized a seat-sharing agreement with the Pattali Makkal Katchi PMK headed by Dr. S. Ramados for the upcoming Lok Sabha polls in Tamil Nadu. As per the deal, the BJP has allocated 10 seats to the regional PMK party. The agreement was signed by BJP State President K. Annamalai and PMK founder Ramados at the latter's residence in the Thelapuram. Nobly, the PMK holds influence in several northern districts of the state and is dominated by the Vanayar community. Now let's have a look at the international news. The United Nations Food Agency warns of an imminent famine in northern Gaza, with approximately 70% of the population facing catastrophic hunger. The World Food Programme released its latest findings on March 18. Utilizing the Integrated Food Security Phase Classification (IPC) to assess hunger crisis globally, the report highlights that virtually all residents of Gaza are struggling to access sufficient food, with around 210,000 individuals in northern Gaza classified in Phase 5, representing the most severe level of hunger crisis. China extended congratulations to Vladimir Putin on March 18 for his victory in Russia's presidential election, affirming that the strategic relationship between the two nations will further solidify. Putin secured a record post-Soviet landslide victory in the election, reinforcing his strong hold on power. He emphasized that the outcome demonstrated Russia's stance in standing up to the West and supporting its military actions in Ukraine. Former Speaker of Nepal's House of Representatives and senior ruling party member Krishna Bahadur Mahara has been arrested in Kathmandu for alleged involvement in major gold smuggling case. He was apprehended earlier in the day from Kapilvastu district. Now let's have a look at the business news of the day. Following Tata Sons' announcement of offloading a portion of its shareholding, shares of IT giant TCS dropped by 108.25 points or 2.61%, settling as Rs 4,046.45 per equity share. Tata Sons revealed its plan on Monday to divest 2.34 crore shares valued at Rs 9,362 crore at a floor price of Rs 4,001. TCS retains its position as India's second most valued listed company. Companies are avoiding using generative AI in safety-critical applications, reserving it for customer service use only, says Shailesh Saraf, EVP at Tata Technologies. In an interview, Saraf also discusses India's hardware and talent challenges in AI, along with revenue models for AI companies. Let's glance over the top sports news of the day. The IPL 2024 season kicks off on March 22, Friday, with Chennai Super Kings facing Royal Challengers Bangalore at M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai. However, as teams wrap up their preparations, several players are ruled out due to injuries and other concerns ahead of 17th edition of the tournament. Tennis fans worldwide are eagerly waiting Simona Halep's return to competitive actions this week as she makes her comeback at Miami Open. Following a successful appeal over a doping suspension, the Romanian star's 4-year ban was reduced to 9 months by the top court for global sport. Halep, accepting a wildcard entry into prestigious tournament, faces her first test against Paula Badosa of Spain in the opening round. That was all for today. For future news and updates, subscribe to Bharti News.